Okay, so I'm making this video to show my love and appreciation for Linkin Park, and basically just give you a little bit of info about like albums and stuff like that. So I just want to start off by saying this video is not to be taken seriously, too seriously. It's not supposed to be me trying to change your mind about whether you should like Linkin Park or not. That's all this is about. This is about just how the evolution of Linkin Park has changed and how they're just trying new stuff, and I kind of want to like give my opinion on it and stuff like that. So I'll start by saying a lot of people leave comments where they say like, oh, you're just a fangirl, fanboy, whatever you are. That's what some people say. Just stuff like that where like, oh, the only reason you're listening to them is because you started to listen to them way back in the beginning. Blah, 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 blah. You'll just listen to anything they spit out and stuff like that. Listen to this. I got dressed up this morning on my own. I ate breakfast. I chose to wake up. I chose to live my life. I chose to be who I am. There was nobody that told me to do this. There's nobody that told me that I have to do this. So basically, I can make decisions on my own. So I decided to listen to them and to keep listening to them, and I decided to love them and to continue to love them and listen to them. So, that being said, I want to talk a little bit about the evolution. I'll start off with Hybrid Theory. It was their first album. It was great. It hit diamond on the charts. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves Hybrid Theory. If you love Linkin Park, you love Hybrid Theory. Plain and simple. It was their first album. They were trying to get their sound out, and it succeeded. It was great. When Meteor came out, 2003, that was an amazing album too. It was a follow-up to Hybrid Theory, and it was bigger and better and well thought of, well put together, just fantastic album, very personal, great. And then when Minutes came around, this is where the fans really started to wake up. This is where there was a four-year period between Meteor and Minutes to Midnight. And then Linkin Park were basically just saying, alright, we're done being labeled as a new metal band because their label was just pushing them and pushing them. They're saying, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to sit down and we're just going to write whatever we feel like. And we're going to put it out there. And it's great because I call Minutes to Midnight their experimental album. And that's basically what it is, right? So then later on came 1,000 Suns. And, okay, I'm just going to say it. 1,000 Suns is my favorite album, and here's why. There's so much stuff going around in the world right now that people don't even know about. There's modern warfare, there's just people getting killed for no reason, there's poverty, there's just natural disasters, so many things happening around us that we are completely oblivious to these things happening. So basically, 1,000 Suns was put out there to show us that there's far more stuff important than our own personal need. Basically, we need more stuff like that. We need to be aware of the stuff that's happening around us. Take a look around, like stuff in Africa, stuff in the Middle East. People that live in richer countries, like Canada and America, Europe, some parts of Asia and whatnot, you don't really know what you got till it's gone. That kind of saying. So I could go on and on and on about this, but I'll end here. So then they released their most recent album called Living Things. Now this album, it's a combination of Meteor and 1,000 Suns. That's the way I interpret it. Basically, this one is far more personal than 1,000 Suns. It still has the 1,000 Suns components in it if you listen to the album. It's got that, the electronica stuff in it. The sound, it's kind of like a Depeche Mode versus Nine Inch Nails mix. That's a better way of putting it. I like it. So, to talk about what my favorite albums are, well, my favorite album is 1,000 Suns, as I mentioned, for various reasons, as I mentioned. Second favorite would be Meteora, because this is gonna be me gushing here. Being an emo kid gushing. It's very personal, and you can just relate to it. It's very relatable. Very good album. Third favorite is Living Things, because it is a combination of Meteora and A Thousand Suns. My fourth favorite is Hybrid Theory. Now, I know what you're saying. How the heck can you put Hybrid Theory in fourth? Like I said, it's an amazing album. It was their best selling. The reason it is in fourth is because they were trying to get their sound out, and it worked. It was great. It was a beginning album. I just feel like all the albums following up that had so much more to them. I just feel like they just really, really thought it through a lot more. That's my opinion. So my least favorite album would have to be Minutes to Midnight, although I love the album, but it's very random. It doesn't have, it doesn't sound like an album to me. It sounds more like, a bunch of tracks put together on a CD. I don't know if you kind of understand my point of view for that. It's like, I can't love an album just because of one song. I love an album as a whole. Therefore, I cannot love Minutes to Midnight as much as I love A Thousand Suns, because A Thousand Suns is a concept album. So, that being said, if you were watching this video to comment about how stupid I look or about what I said was really dumb, then I suggest you leave this page and go to a different video, because this video is purely put up just for me to rant on about my favorite band, basically. You can leave hateful comments, you can do whatever you want to do, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm just going to ignore them, or if they're really super bad, I'm probably going to block them or erase them. Plain and simple. So, enough of me babbling on. Feel free to leave your thoughts on anything that I've said, and feel like you should add something. Let me know what your favorite albums are and what you think of the park and stuff like that. Alright, peace out.